If you're half the man you pretend to be, I wouldn't have cheated. My wife told me a week after our wedding that I spent $50,000 on. Turns out she'd been cheating with my best man's older brother, so I took my revenge. I met Caitlin at a company mixer, dated 2 years, proposed on a beach in Florida, set the date for June. 6 months into planning, I realized I was paying for everything. Venue, catering, photographer, all of it. Final bill, $50,000. My savings account looked robbed, but I wanted her happy. The wedding was beautiful. I stood at that altar thinking I'd made it, found someone real. 1 week later, we hosted our first family dinner as a married couple. My parents, her parents, my sister Beth with her kids, maybe 15 people total. Everyone's eating when my 6-year-old nephew Jace looks up at Caitlin. Aunt Caitlin, why were you kissing that man at the wedding? The table went silent. What? I asked. I saw Aunt Caitlin kissing the tall man behind the white gazebo, the one with all the flowers. He took another bite. They were kissing a lot, and Aunt Caitlin's dress was pushed up funny. My best man Brandon's older brother Chad wore the same rental tux as the groomsmen. Black hair, tall. A 6-year-old just nuked my marriage 7 days in. Caitlin's face drained of color. Her mom stared at her. Caitlin, what is he talking about? He's 6, Caitlin said, voice shaking. Kids make things up. I didn't make it up, Jace said, offended. I counted to 20. That's how I knew it was a long time. I cleared the house. Everyone out. Sat down across from Caitlin. How long? She looked away. 3 months. 3 months. Half the wedding planning. Through her bachelorette party where she posted about how lucky she was. Through the rehearsal dinner where I gave a speech about finding my person. Then she screamed, if you were half the man you pretend to be, I wouldn't have needed someone else. I packed her stuff that night. Check the lease. Your name's not on it. This is my house. She'd moved in 8 days ago. Get out. Monday morning, I found a divorce attorney. We'd signed a prenup 3 days before the wedding. The adultery clause was airtight. In case of cheating, the offending party gets nothing. No assets, no alimony, no claims. My attorney mentioned something else. North Carolina has alienation of affection laws. Since we got married there, I could sue Chad civilly if I proved he knew she was engaged in the affair, and caused the marriage to fail. Awards ranged from $50,000 to $500,000. File everything, I told him. Caitlin was served a week later. She called screaming. You're suing me and Chad? Already did. Chad got served at his car dealership in front of customers. He called me furious. You can't sue someone for that. North Carolina says I can. You'll find out in court. 6 weeks later, I came home to find my front door unlocked. Inside, my spare bedroom door was open. I kept my baseball card collection there. 15 years of collecting. Mickey Mantle rookie card worth $12,000. Signed Babe Ruth ball worth $8,000. Game-worn jerseys, total value, $65,000. Everything was gone. On the wall in black marker, let's see how much you care about cardboard when I'm done with it. I called the police. They found her fingerprints throughout the room. DNA on the marker. Then I got a text from an unknown number. Bet you wish you'd been nicer to me now. Maybe I'll sell it all. Maybe I'll burn it. Screenshot. Forward to my attorney. Forward to police. They arrested her 3 days later. Found my entire collection in boxes at her parents' garage. Everything intact. She got charged with first-degree burglary, grand larceny, extortion, and terroristic threats. Bail set at $50,000. Her parents posted it. 2 days after getting out, she texted again. You put me in jail over stupid baseball cards. This isn't over. Bail revoked immediately for violating the no-contact order. Back to jail. The criminal trial took 3 days. Jury deliberated 4 hours. Guilty on all counts. 5 years in prison plus full restitution of $65,000. The alienation of affection trial against Chad came 5 weeks later. I showed text messages between him and Caitlin planning their future together. My nephew Jace testified about what he saw behind the gazebo. Jury deliberated 6 hours. Verdict, liable. Damages awarded, $75,000 plus attorney fees. Chad's wages got garnished 15% every month. At his salary, that would take 20 years. Caitlin's prison job paid into my restitution, about $40 a month. Chad's commission checks hit different, $300 to $700 monthly. I started dating Danielle, one of Caitlin's former friends who'd been at the wedding. She'd stopped talking to Caitlin after hearing what happened. We bought a house together 3 years later. Caitlin got out after 20 months, called me from her mom's house saying she'd changed, wanted to apologize. We were married. That has to mean something. It meant something until you hooked up with Chad at our wedding. Then it meant nothing. Chad showed up at my house 2 weeks later. The garnishment's killing me. I lost my job. I'm asking you to drop it. I looked him right in the eye. You slept with my wife at my wedding. You'll pay every cent. If it takes 20 years, great. Means I get to watch you suffer longer.